We're here standing behind this amazing golf course right here in Clermont, Florida at Bella Collina. And you can see behind me, we have rolling hills here, and it just adds to the adventure and the allure of living in Lake County, Florida, with these views of stunning sunshine, the rolling hills, the palm trees, and look at some of these amazing homes. Three-story homes, basement homes, waterfront homes, Tuscan feel. We've got it all covered here. Let me tell you a little bit more about it, and let's go take a look. And as always, this information is on the house. As you can see behind me, they're still building this place out. It's a long project because of the price point. Most of the homes in here are going to start at 7 figures and go up from there. But you can see the stunning views and everything. It's well worth the price. Almost every home has a pool and a view. The lot sizes are a little bit smaller, but the interiors of these homes are just stunning. And you've got 8 different builders to choose from. So we've got semi-custom to full custom. Maybe some you've heard of, maybe not. Toll Brothers is one of the community's builders. They're almost sold out, but there's 6 other completely custom builders that can build you anything you want. And I would encourage you to take a look at it, because look at that view behind me, and the infinity pools and everything you could dream of is right here in Bella Collina. Now we're inside one of these new construction homes, and you can see we've got 12-foot ceilings in here, room and room and room after room. In your imagination, let it go wild, because these builders, because they're custom builders, they will build walls, move walls, raise ceilings, do whatever you want in these, because it's a custom builder. Orlando is pretty much known for their track builders, the national home builders that will just build a box and everyone looks like every other one, cookie cutter. This community is completely customizable and show your personality, and I encourage you to do it. And if you need some help with that, contact me, and I'll walk you through the whole process. So we're at a new construction home site here in Bella Collina, and let me tell you, the possibilities are just endless. And I love it because I'm in hundreds and hundreds of homes every year, and I don't get a chance to see this style of home very often, especially from this point of view, because I get to see what's behind the walls and how much better the construction aspect is of a custom home builder, because most people don't get to see this when they're building a home, because the builder doesn't allow you access to this, or they prevent you from seeing everything or doing your own inspections. Right now, we're in a phase where I can see the quality and the care that they're doing throughout this build. And then I'm looking at the home sites. This home site happens to be on conservation with a little lake view, but this community has absolutely stunning golf course views, sunset views, so many infinity pools, and customizing your home is a much longer process than going to buy it from a track builder, but it's much more rewarding at the end, because you get to pick everything out. You get to choose the finishes, the colors, everything about it, the functionality that fits your lifestyle. So let's take a look around a little bit more, and I can show you some of the features that this thing has. Like, it's hard to tell when it's at this stage without walls, how the size of everything. But let me tell you, this might not look so big on camera, but this shower is enormous. And when these walls are coming in, this is going to be a centerpiece. This entire thing is just the bathroom. This is the vanity area, and you've got a toilet in your closet. But the shower alone is just massive, and those are kind of things that you can do and customize and pick out the tile and the accents and everything. Some of the other things that they do, like these cathedral ceilings. This is going to be where your kitchen is at. This is the plumbing for the sink, and you've got electricity coming in here too for there's going to be a massive island here. And I'm 30 feet away from the next wall, and this is a completely open space. The sliding doors all open up to your outdoor space, so you can entertain and take advantage of the views and enjoy the pool, all in this massive, massive space. So that's just one of the advantages of building with a custom builder in a community that has multiple builders to choose from, because You can choose the one that fits your needs and your budget and everything about your lifestyle that's going to add to the enjoyment of being able to do something like this. It's not very often that we get to look underneath the cover and see what happens during the construction process. And I want to take advantage of this because the builder was gracious enough to let us come in here, and there's no workers here today. So we're going to take a little peek and see what this process looks like, so you kind of have some insight into what to look for and what you might want in your home. Let's go take a peek. So some of the things that I want to, I usually point out during the construction process, depending on how far along the build is, we're looking at the wiring that's going through the house. This house hasn't started plumbing yet. They have the underground stuff because in Florida, pretty much everything's on a slab. There are some basement homes once in a while, but for the most part, we're on slabs. So the plumbing is poured before the house even starts, and then they pour the slab on top of the plumbing. So some of the things we look for, I don't see yet because the plumbing's not running through the walls or anything yet. But we do look for electrical boxes. We look for the braces that are holding the 2x4s to the slab, and the quality of those, how far they're spaced. All those things really matter. The quality of the wood, how straight it is. Everything that they've got the fairing strips, and you can see how, that's going to be behind the walls. No one really sees that, but I'm looking at this and I'm quite impressed, just the fact that these fairing strips are so straight and the wood's not crooked, because these builders do better work and they take their time, and it's more quality. They're not trying to churn these things out. So when you build custom, you don't have to, these are still built by humans. There are mistakes being made, but getting to peek inside during the process and understanding what happens and what you should be looking for, the joists, how far they're spaced. You don't need to know building codes, but you should be able to point out things that make sense to you. And even maybe for the future, when you want to hang a picture, you know that there's wood behind here and how far apart the studs are spaced. So when you hang something, you're not drilling a bunch of holes in the wall trying to find that stud. You can take photos and videos of it now, so that when you go to hang something later, whether it be Christmas decorations or you want to do some sort of wood paneling on top of your drywall, you know exactly where to go with all that. So the window frames, making sure that they're foamed in. These are modern windows that are going to slide out here, but you can see they've got foam insulation. They're sturdy. They're all framed in correctly. The rivets are in the right places. So all of this stuff matters. And like I said, this isn't that far along yet, but as we go through, I'm here to hold your hand and walk you through. We can do walkthroughs with the construction manager to make sure that even things that I don't know, that we can get those questions answered. And that's what it's all about, is having the confidence that you chose the right builder and the right realtor to help you through the entire process. And that's it. Keep these tips in mind and you'll set yourself up for success. Thanks for watching. This is Sean. And as always, this information is on the house.